Respect, night, genuine love, respect, pay. Just appreciate the time to the genuine only. What's going on? How you doing? Hope your day coming along well so far. Have a safe remaining week ahead of you. You know, having self-love and loving yourself and understanding the sun within the sun and to love yourself without wearing a mask and continue to stay true to yourself or stay true to yourself is very important. You know, to act like you're so in tune with yourself and reality, you're miserable within being miserable, or you're not understanding yourself because you a hate in disguise and you don't want to see a neighbor elevate faster than you, or you don't want to see somebody doing better than you at all. You know, you're not understanding why this person done overcame and how this person done overcame dealing with trauma from a young age going into their adulthood, and they just became the best self-vision of themselves. And it wasn't never an overnight process within them showing up for themselves. It was patient with them, patience in the process of them showing up for themselves. Like, you know, for you to sit there and try to sidetrack your neighbor or allow your neighbor to believe that God is not working in their favor, it's just playing in your own face, because that's like questioning God at the end of the day. When you question God, you got a problem within the problem, because it's very unhealthy to do such a thing. And especially when someone is standing before themselves and telling, like, this is their testimony, like, listen, God worked miracles in my life. God removed certain people in my life, including you, for a reason, because you was not for me. And it's okay to reevaluate your thought process when you realize that people are not genuinely for you. Not everybody's meant to go on your mission with you. Not everybody's meant to be part of your journey with you. No, they're not, including family and all. Not everybody's meant to go through certain doors with you. When God removes certain people from your life, and you're aware of yourself to have self-love for yourself, to understand the assignment within the assignment, that you love yourself more enough to understand that God got your back, and God's going to guide you, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, with the right protection for the right direction. Your neighbor can't get in tune to how, why, you, because it's you. They wouldn't care for somebody else, but you out of all people. They don't like you, and they never liked you. They was always hating on you from the very first day they met you, or they acknowledged you at the end of the day, but they never could able to say that, because they try to feed off of your energy, and that's why you were so draining all those times where you couldn't figure out yourself. They had you living in a delusion of their delusion, because they had controlling issues at the end of the day, and you were just trying to show up for yourself. It's the mindset for me. When someone could sit here and try to control you at the end of the day, just like you want your thought process on your freedom or your pockets, and the whole entire time, you was a genuine kind one to them, but they didn't know how to value your time until God says, I'm closing that door for a reason, and they cannot enter. They're knocking on the door that they cannot get into. And God's allowing you to move forward because your steps have already been ordered. God is guiding you blindsided. You're walking by faith, not by sight. Because if God allowed you to see what was in front of you, would you really fumble it or would you value it? But God saw that you would fumble it. So God got to direct you to the right direction for the right protection, for the right reasons, to allow you to believe that God's going to guide you the right way with faith and believing in yourself, and to understand that you are the miracle within yourself, to have hope and pray, to understand the sun within the sun, because your neighbor can't get in tune to who you are today. It's not meant for them to. Never judge a book by its cover. With God's protection for every direction, they can't get in tune to why you don't drink no more, and you haven't drunken for years. You haven't picked up a bottle of alcohol in years. You haven't picked up a substance in years. But all they keep talking about is the old you. They can't get in tune with the new you. They so overwhelmed. How could you overcome all of this toxic behavior? How could you overcome all of this stuff that I did to you, and you still show up on top of becoming your best self-vision of yourself? It's not meant for them to understand. Because when God is in tune with you, when you don't wear a mask, when you tune into God, and you're a real one, you say you're a real one at the end of the day, God's going to guide you the right way. Days when you thought you couldn't see for yourself and God was installing patience within you and being at peace with yourself, but you were just trying to figure yourself out, dealing with trauma on top of trauma, God allows you to see your reflection before yourself today to say, you know what, I love myself, to respect myself, to honor myself, to value my time. And God's going to send the right genuine people in your life to respect you and value your time in a healthy way, not in a toxic way, because when God said I closed that door for a reason, I closed that door for a reason. When they can't understand the fact that you genuinely love yourself without wearing a mask, to fake like you're down and all that, or fake like you're healing and all of that weird stuff, just to be down and be part of a conversation that's not for you at the end of the day? Because when you mean what you say what you mean, that you're true to yourself, to understand the assignment, that you genuinely love yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to value your time, to know what self-awareness is, and it's looking good on you today, that energy hit different. You know, just because you don't look like what you've been through at the end of the day, never judge a person who never looked like they've been through what they've been through. Never judge a book by its cover. Because at the end of the day, you only psychic yourself out your thought process. Because once they start opening their mouth what they've been through at the end of the day, you would never be able to walk a day in their shoes. Never. No! You be crying out for help! Help! And ain't nobody coming to help you. And I say that respectfully. Ain't nobody coming to help you. So, respect your neighbor, to understand at the end of the day, everybody walk of life is different. Everybody walk of life is different. But it's called respect at the end of the day, and it goes a long way. What you may have been through, I may not have experience. But what may I have been through, you may have similarities of what I've been through. But it's called respect, and respecting your neighbor, to stay in your lane. It ain't about competition, what you've been through in your life. It ain't about competition to get in tune with God, who's on God's time, and how fast you progress to become your best self vision because you're a millionaire or billionaire at the end of the day. I'd rather love myself than to have a whole bunch of money at the end of the day, to understand the assignment at the end of the day that God's going to guide me the right way when it's my timing. It's the mindset for me. How people could sit here and pick on you because they got a little change in their pocket, or they think they live in a lavish life at the end of the day. The same way you got get taken from you. And I say that respectfully. Because when you tune into yourself, to respect yourself at the end of the day, ain't no competition when you're dealing with yourself. Because you're too tuned into loving yourself, to respect yourself, to stay in your own lane. You ain't worried about what anybody's got going on. And especially when you ain't bringing value to your life. But when you try to respect somebody, they take your respect as disrespect. And now it's a disrespectful situation because they want you to come out of pocket and go back and forth with them with words. But you ain't doing that today because you love yourself, to value yourself at the end of the day. Every reaction don't need a response. It's the mindset for me. When you tune into yourself, to love yourself, to respect yourself, you ain't got time for the mind games today. When you true to yourself, to be real with yourself, to understand the assignment within assignment, that you genuinely got time for the mind games today. They don't understand. You take too much energy out of yourself to allow negative to override your mindset. When you could be storing positive energy within you. It takes away too much energy that you hate on the next person, or allowing the next person to feel like they're unworthy, or whatever case may be in your book. That's taking too much out of your time when you could be getting in tune with yourself, to value your time and learn yourself, to understand where am I going wrong and how this person just did this and I could do this too. It's no competition. Just get in tune with your true self without wearing a mask. Because when God works in your favor, when God tunes into you, He understood the assignment that He installed within you, that your steps was already ordered. But it ain't your time yet. But God wants you to heal when you're mentally ready. You can't have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door to make it make sense at the end of the day. Because it would never make sense. Because as long as you're genuinely true to yourself without wearing a mask, with time comes change, with change comes growth. That's the only time it will make sense. Respect yourself, to respect your neighbor, and stay in your own lane. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you're going to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. It's called respect. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop it. Never allow the enemy or heinous guys or person with malicious intentions psych you out your thought process, loving your freedom, because you are worthy and you matter. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. Love is real. Love is one of a kind. With the right one that's genuinely for you. The real one that don't wear a mask. And they don't switch up on you. They mean what they say and they say what they mean. They trying to be your peace in a healthy way. Remember, that door was closed for a reason. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. They would try to psych you out your thought process, loving your freedom, to act like they're so in tune with God, and the whole entire time they got malicious intentions to psych you out your thought process, loving your freedom, your pockets. I so appreciate your time. To the genuine ones only. Have a safe remaining day and have a safe weekend. Now your genuine love, respect. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. I so appreciate your time. To the genuine ones only. Protect your energy.